Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody in between, and everybody on the outsides of those extremes, I am AJ Graham, and I welcome you to the AJ Verse, my world of words where I use my syllables to talk about this silly bull we call life. And before we get into it, I just want to say, fuck Ronald Reagan. I hope that he's having a horrible time in hell. I hope all the bad things in life and in afterlife are happening to him, and especially him. Continue to burn, Ronald. So, today what I want to talk about is a word that's been plaguing my brain since the first time I heard it, my 10th grade year in high school. I heard it the first time during track season. I ran track. Don't judge me off my current body. Back in the day, I was actually in shape, but yeah, well, that's a story for another day. But me and some of my, I don't want to call them friends because I never really liked these people. My teammates. There we go. That's the word. My teammates. And even that word is pushing it. We're having guy talk, I guess you can say. We're talking about girls. And one of the guys was saying something misogynistic. And even back then, I wasn't, this social justice warrior like I am now and trying to check people. I just always thought, like, hey, why don't you try being nice to people? There's no reason for this malice. There's no reason for this disrespect or talking down to people or talking bad about people or anything like that. So I don't remember what he said, but he was saying some sideways shit about women, about girls. And I checked him on it. I'm like, I don't see no point in talking about him like that. Like, oh, that's what it was. He was calling him, oh, this, oh, yo, I'm just trying to fuck this bitch and all, that kind of talk. And I was just like, what about being in a relationship or, being with them and, that kind of stuff. And then I heard the word for the first time. Oh man, you a simp ass nigga. That's what your problem is. You a simp. Of course, this is my first time hearing this word. I'm like, a simp. What does that mean? I don't get what you're talking about. What is this simp? What is a simp? Because in my head, the only other word that I've heard that was close to simp was simpleton. So I'm thinking like, oh, this nigga's calling me stupid. Nah, he's like, nah, you a simp, like you sympathetic to women. And right there, I was like, I don't see what the problem is to that. Like, I mean, that's what men. That's our counterpart. We should be sympathetic to our counterpart, right? Man, you old Captain Save a whole ass nigga, and then the idiots start laughing at me and all this stuff, and I'm just kind of like, I just didn't get it. So the word simp has had a reemergence with social media, and it's been synonymous with treating women with respect. Now let me put out a disclaimer before I say what I'm going to say. Now, some guys do use this term as a guy that is trying to get a woman and put himself in a detrimental position, and the woman is actually using him. I'm not talking about that. Nobody should be using anybody. Men shouldn't be using women. Women shouldn't be using men. This should be a mutual beneficial situation. So like I said, the word simp has had a reemergence on social media recently. And there's been two types of thinking behind it. Two different fashions have split. And there's the ones that there's women who are like, yes, I love a man to simp over me. Please bring me all the simps. I love that. And there are men that are like, yes, I just want to be a good guy and let's do some nice stuff and some romantic things. I'm not trying to be a problem for you. And then there's the members of the niggaverse that are like, what the hell is wrong with y'all niggas simping over these hoes? You know, that kind of talk. And I'm 36, about to be 37 this year, and I still don't understand this talk. And I've tried to rationalize it. Like, why would I listen to you, a man, about what a woman likes when a woman is telling me this is what I like this? So please inform me why I should listen to your ill-fated advice. I don't get that. There are animals that are actually going towards the route of being nicer and kinder to their female counterparts. Case in point, there is a species of baboons that have started being more sensitive with the baby baboons, because the women baboons, the female baboons, I should say, the female baboons are seeing the males that are less aggressive as better mates. So you mean to tell me baboons are evolving to be better men than actual men? You mean to tell me we are doing so bad that baboons are outdoing us? Is that what that's what you're telling me? That's what I'm seeing from your actions and from these baboons' actions. Now, I can hear some guys out there right now smacking their teeth, you know, rolling their jaundice colored eyes. This nigga pandering. You old pandering ass nigga. Listen. Sit down, open your ears, listen to what I'm gonna say, and understand this. I don't need to pander. I'm cute. You don't need to pander when you're cute. Now, I will say, I hate being called a simp by the niggaverse, because I know it's a negative connotation. And it's like you're trying to devalue my masculinity by calling me a simp. Now, let me tell you something. I will never validate my masculinity based on anything that another man says or anything that a woman says. My masculinity comes from inside. I'm going to go ahead and tell you a story. So I was at this bar with one of my lady friends, and we're just trying different drinks. And I'm not a fan of the, give me the strong ass drink with the grain alcohol and all that. I don't give a fuck how it tastes. It just needs to be strong because I'm a man and needs to put hair on my chest. No, I drink what tastes good. So I'm looking at the menu. There was a watermelon martini. I'm like, man, that sounds fantastic. Run it back. So I get this martini. It's a pink drink in a martini glass, and I'm sipping on it with my lady friend. We're talking, and here comes this old dusty, crusty, musty nigga. Oh man, I can't believe you out here drinking this drink. She seen you drink that drink. She don't think that you a man and all this stuff. And I look at this dusty, crusty ass nigga, and I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and break it down. She came out with me already. She sees me drinking this drink, and she's still thinking the same thing she's thinking about me as she did when she came with me. Furthermore, I'm not going to sit up here and drink some nasty drink just to make you feel like it's some macho thing to do. What are we going to, we're going to dick dap each other? We're going to dap each other up with our dicks? Is that what we're going to do? Like, oh yeah, you a man now. You drinking a nasty ass drink. Fuck that. This drink tastes like watermelon Jolly Ranchers. And it's also still a strong drink. So please, Mr. Nigga, please tell me why you are telling me to be a man in front of my lady friend. Which my lady friend turns to him, and says, yeah, it's just a drink. So he apologizes, as he should, and buys us some beers, which we didn't drink because I'm gonna buy some Budweiser. Just get the fuck out of my face. I don't drink this crap. and then we go home. So now I'm getting to the point where people are probably like, AJ, what are you talking about? Let me go ahead and tell you what I'm talking about. What's my point of this podcast? I want you to really evaluate the word simp. What in it? What about this word? What about this ideology of a man being quote unquote sympathetic towards a woman that really bothers you? Do you think some woman is going to be taking advantage of somebody? And that does happen. Yeah, of course that happens. It's happened to me. It's happened to many people. But even though I've been taken advantage of by some women in the past, I'm not holding on to that. I'm not like, oh, well, one woman did it, they're all going to do it. Come on now. You're the same niggas that say stuff like that are the same niggas mad at these women not giving them a chance because these women are like, all men are the same. All men are trash. Then you get mad. Hey, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. And you know what? All men are trash. Trash is a spectrum. Either you're at the bottom, you're the bottom of the trash can with all the garbage juice and all that shit, or you're probably sitting on top of the pile. Sitting on top of the pile, you're not dirty, you're just kind of sitting there. Guess what? We're all in the trash can together. Yes, me, you, your daddy, Barack Obama, motherfucking Mr. Rogers. We're all we're all in the trash can because men have male privilege. Male privilege is trash. Bottom line. And if you want to argue with me, you can go ahead and hit me up. Send me an email. I'll bring you on the show, alonzojules@gmail.com, and we can talk about it. Now, right now, I'm speaking mainly to the black men. What is wrong with being a simp for our women? Do our women not deserve it? I think our women deserve it. It would be in the best interest for the community for us to be quote unquote simps to our women. I seen a meme a while ago that said, something about, oh, you guys are over here not wanting to be a simp and all that stuff, and have fun being toxic and unromantic. And I've noticed that too. I've put out a couple things on Facebook with women that I've talked to here and there that that were romantic. And there's always somebody, man, you a simp. Okay, single guy. Obviously, this woman is liking what's happening. I don't understand what's okay. Why are you guys so against women enjoying themselves in your company? One of my main goals in my life is to make sure every woman who comes around me is comfortable, naturally comfortable. Not me trying to do anything, just me being myself. I really like for women to be comfortable around me, whether I'm attracted to them or not. Just generally, especially black women. I want them to be comfortable around me and know that they are safe and secure. And while you're beating your chest in front of these women, trying to exert some idea of masculinity that's been passed down as another generational curse in the black community, are these women really comfortable around you? It's just an ongoing generational curse, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. This has been AJ Graham for the AJ Verse podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you're listening on YouTube. If you're listening on Spotify, go ahead and hit the follow button. I'm gonna try to do these once a week. Let them release them on Thursday. That's what I'm shooting for. Of course, as always, as I learned in the wrestling business, card subject to change. That's always the key. So thank you for listening. You enjoy your day, And love, peace, and fish grease.